what I know I have, you know. So I took that personal and went out there and fought like I said I was.
Although you guys didn't get the win as a team, you guys set a record with over 7,000 fans for the duel. What do you guys just say about that for your fan base to come out and support?
Yeah, very grateful for them and every duel we have, even if there's no fans or 7,000 fans, we're always grateful for them. And yeah, real big shout out to them.
So when you have a bout go that long, how do you kind of stay in the moment and just stay locked in?
Just like you know, when we have little breaks during the match, I just kind of sit there and talk to myself for a few seconds and just calm myself down because it's easy to get the nerves, and when you have nerves, it's hard to wrestle with a clear mind. So I just felt like I just was able to calm myself down and continue to wrestle how I wrestle.
Silas, how's your second top 10 win against Ryder? How do you kind of use that going forward in the next few weeks?
You know, there's a lot to take away, but the biggest thing I think is short-term memory. You know, this is an imperfect sport. I think we're always chasing perfection and trying to improve and the little things that we can do better. You know, I got my hand raised, but you know, there's definitely areas where I need to grow as a competitor and as a wrestler, and that's the goal. You know, it's the fine tuning, it's the little details, it's you know how good can I be come March. I think that's the ultimate pursuit for all of us. You know, whether our hand gets raised or not. I know that we got a group of guys who are all pursuing the same thing, and that's just the goal.
From your peers, McDaniel, Ziola came up short at the end, but just for them in the battle, like they did, you mentioned leading the march, getting better across the season. How do you see them trajecting with the fights like today?
Yeah, I mean it's who they are. You know, they're fighters. Cam wrestled his freaking butt off. It's the little things, right? This is an imperfect sport. It's really, really hard. Guys have certain strengths in areas that, you know, expose weaknesses that you might have, and that's the nature of what we do. So, you know, for Cam, for Cade, you know, Cade's young. He's got all kinds of time to grow. This is awesome that he gets these opportunities to test himself and see where he's at right now as a true freshman. You know, and for Cam, it's the same thing. It's just that pursuit, you know. Again, I think Cam's in the same spot as me, as Trelly, as Vandy, the guys who won. It makes no difference. Like, we are all pursuing the same thing come March. You know, that's a winnable match for Cam. You know, we all see it. We all believe in him. We know who he can be. Again, it's just those little things.
What was Coach Vanny's message to you guys after today?
Enjoy the time off. You know, mental reset. Let the bodies recover. You know, this is a really hard sport, so a little time away is good for the mind, good for the body, and come back ready to roll. That's it.
What will the break look like for you guys individually?
Just spending time with my family. Honestly, that'll probably be what takes up my time. Working out, I still work out a little bit, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, same thing. Spend time with family, enjoy some time off, stay disciplined, right? Don't want to fall behind and lose too much of, you know, what we've been training for in regards to our shape and stuff like that. But yeah, enjoy it. Really try to not think about the sport too much and get a full mental reset. Awesome. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know where she is, but I guess give an opening statement and then questions. I don't know where she is.
You guys have questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just were wanting to know if you wanted to give an opening statement first.
Well, opening statement would probably be, I really appreciate the fans being here for us. Like a record crowd. I mean, it was packed. Dim Vanny was really electric. It was on fire, and so really appreciate everyone making the time on Sunday to come and support our team and support Husker Wrestling. Man, it was awesome. Can't say it enough. Just grateful for the support and grateful for people believing in us.
Big picture wise, Hardy going down. How much did that really hurt you guys in the long run? Thought.
Every we have 10 guys, so everyone's important. You never know when someone's going to step up and get a fall, or someone's going to step up and pull an upset. So, this is not Brock's fault. This is just wrestling. So you might see that guy at the NCAA tournament. So that's when it counts. So probably will, more than likely.
Today being a measuring stick. Last time you played him, it was a bigger margin of defeat. So how do you analyze how today went in terms of that measuring stick
Completely
analysis?
different teams. I don't really put any stock into. I mean, a little bit. We had a few matchups. Basically, we didn't. We kind of lost the same way at 97 as we did last time. The exact same match. So we have to. Those are situations where we have to get better, and so. 74, we flipped the script. We didn't wrestle them last time. I get 57 or 65. So 33. Those are all different guys in there. So a lot of good. I think Chance Lamer will take away a lot from this match. He didn't wrestle his best today, and it's just how it goes sometimes. As a competitor and as a when you're in these big moments, it's you can take a lot away from it. When you win, you can't do it too big-headed, and when you lose, you got to take, what you learned. That man, I can't do this. I can do this better, and do more of it. That's really what it comes down to, and so we got high character guys, and I expect our guys to really respond well and they got a little break now, and then they'll come back, and we'll start training on the 27th. And we got a tough schedule, at UNI, and then Purdue and Minnesota and so on. So, yeah.
With Chance, Davis can go UNI.
With who?
Chance.
Oh, Chance Lamer. Well, I think it's. Hasn't been a big, nothing against Cal Poly, but he hasn't wrestled in front of this crowd like this, and he's looked much better in practice, and that's part of, as a competitor, you have to deal with, controlling your anxiety and controlling your breathing, and it's different in the wrestling room when no one's watching, and then in front of 8,000 fans, so. I think he'll learn a lot from it, and he was hesitant, and it showed, and it's something we can correct and be a strong point for him.
Sorry. What was the thought process on having Ziola wrestle today?
AJ was not feeling well today, so yeah, we had Cade, and that's why AJ didn't wrestle, and so yeah, he'll feel better.
When you only 3 takedowns today as a whole, how can guys like Minnow and Silas, with their kind of exploding to get those, can they wear off on the other guys going forward?
I'm not quite sure on the question. How they explode on the. Yeah. Yeah.
Kendall and stuff, and the rest of your team going forward.
Yeah, for sure. I think we need more of that. We're an explosive team. We didn't show that today, and they are too. So they got some explosive guys too. So it's just we got to get better. Being more offensive, I think, and we'll be okay. But we got a lot to learn from today, and we'll be better.
Joe match, Lockett went over you guys. Was he directing that towards you, or was it directed toward Ferrari?
I'm not sure. I don't care about any of that stuff. I didn't know what. I don't know. That's just antics that I don't know. I don't know what he was directing. I don't know who he was talking to. Maybe he was talking to our assistant trainer or something. I'm not sure. I don't know who he was talking to, but.
About you and I know it's a couple weeks away, but you guys
they're tough. They're a really tough team. They're gonna hard nosed. They're gonna be in shape. They're gonna be hard nosed. They're gonna be tough out. So got to come in ready to wrestle, and hopefully we'll be healthy then, and we'll be good to go. But yeah, we had a couple guys wrestle with a little sickness today. So Jacob Van D was really sick. He was not good. Strep throat, yeah, and just weren't going to help. We're going to hold him off the mat, and that shows Jacob Van D's, his commitment and his heart, and just how he is as a person. He's tough, and he showed that today.
Oh, yeah, Coach, one more thing. With Cole's performance on Friday and Lordson tonight, do you have any more clarity on what you've seen at 125?
No, not really. We'll probably see, how people come back, from Christmas break, and we might have another wrestle off, and then, I'm not sure. We're uncertain there. We need, either Allen or Kale to separate themselves and show it in the practice room and show it out in competition. So not about winning, it's about more effort. We can do better there, and we got two capable guys. We just gotta get them firing.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep, thanks a lot. Thanks for being here.